Hello people of the internet, I am back and I am going to show you today a typical day of training for me for an upper body day. It's like a mixture of goal crushing and intuition and playfulness. I have usually like 2 or 3 moves that I definitely want to get done in this workout, usually at the beginning when I have the most energy, and then after that I kind of feel out like how my body's feeling. All right, let's do this. Okay, so while reviewing my footage of my first set of muscle ups, I realized that my left leg tends to lag behind. So that second set, I really focused on trying to fix that and focusing on like squeezing my knees together. And it felt stronger. It still lagged behind a little bit, but it was a lot better. It was very interesting to see that. I can't recall if it's always been that way, but it was today. It's really funny, muscle ups, because I still get really nervous to do them. Right before I go up to that bar, I'm just like, my heart is just going. And I think it's just a confidence thing. Even though, you know, I've been doing them for a while. So I did 7 and 7 so far. I'm probably gonna do 2 more sets and hopefully get around that range still. But we'll see. All right, so it is time for some weighted pull-ups. The muscle-ups went decently today. I'm happy with them because it has been a long time since I've been consistent with bar muscle-ups as of recently. So I'm gonna start out with 25 pounds for my weighted pull-ups and see how that goes. Okay, so I am getting some really good reps in. I'm very excited about this. That both sets so far with the 25 and the 35, I got 1 more rep than I usually do after muscle ups. So I'm really excited with that progress. And now I'm gonna go to a 45-pound plate, so I'm feeling good. Sometimes I'll stick with 25 or 35. Sometimes I'll go up. So that's where the intuition kind of comes in, where I'm like, checking in with my body, seeing how she's feeling. It's what works for me. So I honor my body, make progress, and enjoy the process. I think that's really important. We are back to 25 pounds. So kind of did it pyramid-ish style. I didn't repeat the 45 though. This is what my body wanted to do today. I'm pretty satisfied with how my weighted pull-ups went today. I'm gonna take a little bit of break. Usually I do some kind of like mobility to take advantage of my rest time. Sometimes I'll roll, sometimes I'll stretch, sometimes I'll fit my 30 minutes of deep squats in. Obviously not all at once, but I am going to be doing bar push-ups, just body weight. Yay! So push-ups, I would say, are probably my weakest of all of my calisthenics moves since my labrum tear. welcome to this movement right here. So this is a move I've been doing since I tore my labrum, and it's really, really important for my rear delts and overall range of motion and shoulder stability. So I highly, highly recommend it. I started with 2.5 plates, but I am now up to 5-pound plates. Make sure you start out very, very light, even with just your own body weight, because there's some people that can't even like touch and back. And before, when I had first started, I could only do body weight and then turn and then hit my booty. Maybe because it's too bootylicious, who knows. But I now have more range of motion. So just be patient with yourself when you're doing movements like this. But I always try to add in some kind of shoulder stability movement, not only in my warm-up, because I ain't showing my warm-up today, but it's basically what I've shown in my other vlogs, so I really don't need to. But I'll still add in that shoulder stability stuff in my warm-up, throughout my workout, sometimes during breaks, and whenever I feel like. I noticed my feet were moving, so I felt like a teenage girl, like talking about a boy. Okay, that's all. Yeah, so after this, I'm over it. I'm done. And then I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna run 3 miles on the treadmill. I'm tired, but I know that I should. And I'm running to Mordor, so I kind of need to. And Aragorn was tired on his way, helping Frodo and the rest of the fellowship, so I should just keep going. Just finished my run. I chose to do 3 miles. I usually do 3 miles at a time. Here's our little flower. He's been overlooking, so hi Mickey. Oh yeah, I know, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. I just wanted to touch on my training because it's a little bit non-conventional. Like, I do competitions and I currently don't have any lined up for the rest of the year. I just had one last month and it was so awesome. It was in Tampa and I got to see a bunch of my friends, make a bunch of new friends, and I'll show you some footage while I spanky this guy. Even for that competition, I decided not to pressure myself into winning and hardcore training for it like I have in the past for all of my competitions, because it's not fun for me. Like, I don't enjoy that type of training. And does that make me the best athlete? Absolutely not. Is that a champion's mindset? Absolutely not. But I'm okay with that. And it's kind of been, I had a competition a few months ago and I lost like very, very, very bad. I can't talk about it right now, but eventually. And I beat myself up so bad, but I had put so much pressure on myself just to win and just to, like, you know, get farther in it and do better. And I got so depressed and I just wasn't enjoying, you want to smell those? The training anymore. And to me, training is fun. I think movement is freedom and privilege. I enjoy pushing myself very hard and intensely, but I also enjoy the softness of having rope flow days and ground movement, all that kind of stuff. Kind of like come to peace with that. And it's really funny because at the competition I just went to, I got second and I wasn't nervous until right before I went. And I'm like, oh, I'm here and I'm doing this. Because I was just so happy being around my friends that I really don't get to see very often. And I was just really excited to be there. And I'm like, that to me is really valuable and important. And I love that type of mindset more. I'm a lot happier. My workouts, like you saw, I had the goals of doing the muscle ups, the weighted pull-ups, and the bar push-ups. Like, those are my goals, and then I'll weave in the rope flow because it's fun, and that gets my shoulders open and my chest open and just enjoying things. So yeah, it's not like the typical type of training I would say a lot of like calisthenics athletes would have. I like having fun and appreciating my body for what she can do, because honestly, in the past when I did put so much pressure on myself to win and to just hardcore train, I usually ended up injuring myself, and I've gotten so many injuries along the way, and I wasn't happy. And I think that's the main thing. Like, I think of course it can be done where it's programmed without getting injured. It can be done intelligently. I wasn't intelligent with my training, but the biggest thing is I wasn't having fun, and I don't think that's the point of movement. At least to me. Like, some people have fun with that, and that's beautiful. That's great. I was supposed to do some movement. I was gonna do movement. And if that's for you, that is awesome. But hopefully it continues with my competitions, that I and not put that pressure on myself to win, because, you know, I say that now, but my mind, I'm always like changing and evolving. So who knows down the line. Don't forget to appreciate your body for what your body does, because like Justin and I, like Justin mainly, he works with paralyzed veterans, and I work with one virtually, and I love her to death. And you see them, and it's like, we go to the wheelchair games, and actually our first time was this year, and it was really, really just so inspiring, because like, you know, they're paralyzed, some of them from the waist down, some of them have hardly any function in their hands, but they are trying their best at whatever sport that they have entered into for the wheelchair games. And it's like, here I am, able-bodied, so incredibly lucky, fortunate to be able to just do what I do. And I think that's really important to remember. Like, it's easy to compare ourselves to what other people are doing and what they've achieved. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but look what you have already, you know? Like, look at this function you have just to be able to walk up the stairs without pain, or without assistance, or without a lift, you know? So gratitude just really brings you back. And it's something that I weave in and out of, where I'll go through spurts of being like super grateful. And then other times where I'm like, I'm not where I want to be. Meh. And I just feel bad for myself, and it's just a waste of energy and time. So that's my rant, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, it's a different format. I personally like this better, because like, I don't know, it feels more chill to me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Kitty Hug Fitness. Let me know your goals. Let me know if you learned anything today. All right, any hoodle. Have a good day, do all the things, do something that makes you happy, and hopefully don't forget to get off your phone and technology and go outside. Go out there. If it's winter time when you watch this, go out there anyway, just for a hot second, get some fresh air. Okay, I'm done ranting.